Oh, Burke's got it done.
Right up. Oh. Nuts.
These guys are 10.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, hope we're back here with pictures at the moment. And unfortunately, we just dropped out there for a few moments. Got the restart, though. Brad Newman launched down the back straight away. They were trading paint. They were trading pedals. They'll dive to the apron on the front straight away. Newman's lost the lead. Wayne Burke will lead here tonight from Michigan. Can he get it done? Kerr is going to tip it in from the top rope into turn one. He'll get a little bit... Wayne, they both save it. Burke slaps the outside barrier. Now he's going to force the check up from Ethan Winter, who's trying to support him. Danson will get back to the inside. At the end of this one, there'll be 5 laps to go, and Danson leans on. Burke just a little bit all wide, deeper in the pack. Here we go, ladies and gents. Josh Micklemore is going to race down to the inside. He's looking to try and stop Pete away. And in the meantime, Ethan Winter back up the front takes it. To the apron on the front straight away, to the grass. Jason Holdsworth, they'll scatter to avoid the wreck. Tom Freer went around, he'll lose a bunch of spots. And we get to rack 'em, stack 'em, and have another crack at this one. So, looking deeper in the field, it was 4 wide, and they all pinched up and against the fence. And that starts with the car on the bottom. If you're 4 wide, you cannot run those 4 cars up into the... So, for now, we'll reset and see what we can get rolling.
The 41, his night's done. He got hit hard, Tom Freer did.
And that has, unfortunately for Tom Freer, just been about his 2025.
4 wide.
Yeah, 4 wide. But have a look at this. It's on Beaumont. You cannot run 4 cars up to the fence like that if you're the inside car. Unfortunately, Dave Douglas and Brent Hobson just lean on each other far too long. Douglas will rotate Freer. Hobson and Newman both get away with it.
Oh.
If Brad Newman, the experiment hasn't worked. So now do you come back down to the pit lane and take the left-hand side tyres? Because you jumped back there in the pack anyway. You may as well. That's on Beaumont. So we're going to see a ton of cars come to pit lane and look for damage repairs. There's so many race cars. I think that's Dave Douglas still on pit lane.
I think his night's done as well. Zach Kerr, Zach Kerr, Matt Danson, Ethan Winter, they're back out in front. Wayne Burke, he's back down to 4th. Now, he got damage as well on the back end of that car. Down the back straight away from Ethan Winter. So, hopefully that's going to help him out. It doesn't affect him, I should say, sorry, in this run. But will cars come down pit road to get that last set of tyres?
Well, they've already used them. For any of the cars at the tail end of the field that had to take a wait by to get back on the lead lap, they will have a set of tyres available to them. We're going to get a restart here with 3 laps left to run. I think, no, it'll be 2 laps left to run. We're going to get an in regulation green-white checker.
So in the Australian NASCAR Championships, there are 3 green-white checkers. So if this one doesn't work out, we try again. And if it goes yellow, we try one more time.
So apologies to fans for the issues we experienced under that last restart. Unfortunately, there was a small dropout. We got that one back. You will notice stream titles have changed and we've been moved over onto a new feed. Unfortunately, that's just the way she goes. As soon as we try and restart the feed, it sends it to the next available stream. That's the Xfinity Series stream that was scheduled for Tuesday night. So apologies for that one. But here we go. Restart a coming. And for the field of the Australian NASCAR Championships, anyone can win them, but your championship leaders on the front row is the big one. The big question mark as well. Wayne Burke has a lot of damage in that car.
I'm nervous.
Well, you got to administrate this afterwards, so you better mind your P's and Q's at the tail end of this stream. So, here we go, ladies and gents. We'll feed down into turn 3 and 4. We're going to restart here in just a few moments. Keep your eyes on that blue and white painted Geico restart zone. Once the leader is in that zone, he may go at any time from his choosing. Until then, he has control of the field, and he'll go very, very early to Zach Kerr. He does not want to give Matt Danson any opportunity. What that has done is it has allowed Ethan Winter to get a launch. Burke is trying to support as much as he possibly can. 2 laps left to go at the start-finish line. Have a look at the cars deeper in the field. Newman trying to hold off Ryan Jones in behind him. Danson will try and get on the outside of Ethan Winter. Winter desperately wants to get clear up. He does not get clear to the outside lane. That means that Matt Danson will get the run. Ethan Winter will do what he can. Here comes Micklemore. Wayne Burke is damaged. He's not going to have the pace when they get back to the start-finish line. They will try to get off turn 4. We see a white flag. Race goes official. Next flag will end the race. And it's Danson versus Winter for P2. At the moment, Zach Kerr holds the championship. He holds the race lead. One more lap. 200 miles of Michigan. And this is miles 198 to 200 coming your way. Turn 1, Winter gets to the bottom. Can't hold the momentum. Zach Kerr has led this season since the last round at Charlotte. Can he put them 2 wins clear? How about in the background? Wiggles as they get off of turn 2. Brad Newman's lost all pace, lost all drive. The 2-side strategy has not worked. Danson will send it to the inside. Last time these 2 traded paint on the last lap. Is it going to happen again? He's not going to get there. Kerr will lead them off at 4, and it will be all his race. Zach Kerr will go back-to-back in the Australian NASCAR Championship. He wins from Charlotte. He wins from Michigan.
What a finish once again. Zach Kerr just held off Matt Danson on that last lap to take the victory, but what another stellar performance by the 31 of the Nitro car of Josh Micklemore. Started at the back, he finished 3rd. But tonight it's all about the Nexus 12 car of Zach Kerr, bringing home back-to-back victories.
You won't be too upset about this. You'll be showing a little bit of your allegiance here. I believe you're a South Australian native as well, Nigel?
100% I am. There's lots of South Australians in here as well. With Josh Micklemore, he's a South Australian as well.
Yeah, no wonder you're a Josh Micklemore fan, and I bet you're a Zach Kerr fan these days as well. He's going to light it up. And as usual, we get to sit back, relax, and enjoy the burnouts and celebrations from Zach Kerr. He is starting to make a name for himself. He's won 5 times prior to tonight. Sorry, my apologies, 4 times prior to tonight. Make tonight win number 5 on the season. Puts himself too clear. It is just about locked in that he is going to be heading into the playoffs with the lead of the championship.
He's been driving very well, Zach Kerr, in this Nexus 12 machine. There's been great performances all through the Josh Micklemore up 17 positions as well. Aaron Gilbert, he made his first top 10. He's up into 10th. A great performance for him as well. He's up 7 spots as well. That was a great performance by him tonight. Wayne Burke, he had pace all night to finish in 6th. Ryan Jones, he was another one that finished in the top 10 in 7th. And we got some great performances there. Henry King, he's up into 14th as well. So some great performances all around. But tonight the night goes to Zach Kerr.
Final finishing results, ladies and gentlemen. I hate to rush us here tonight, but I got myself a Nürburgring 24-hour-to-go win. Zach Kerr is going to take it by 1/10 of a second over Danson, who will drive back through the field. Didn't have the quickest car tonight, but had it when it counted. Ethan Winter will have to wait another week to get that win in his name. Micklemore goes back to front, finishes just off the podium. Fitzroy Beaumont, best finish of his Australian NASCAR Championship career. From Wayne Burke, you'll be disappointed. He had a car I thought was going to win the race tonight. Ryan Jones batters and bangs his way to 7th spot from Brenton Hobson. Sam Chapman and Aaron Gilbert grabs his first top 10. Stevie Williams will finish just outside. Brad Newman's 2-tyre strategy did not work out for him and caused the late on caution that gave us the green-white checker. Shane Bowen from Henry King. Sam Smith. Holdsworth was a recipient of a bunch of damage late on there as well. Jamie Ritchie Price and Brenton West to round out your top 18. 19th and 20th spot, I believe, will finish on the lead lap. But that is the final finishing orders here. Yeah, so it's Tom Freer will finish. Dave Douglas, 5 laps from home, unfortunately retired. And Lachlan Mead that triggered the massive mayhem to finish that race off. We're going to jump straight into post-race interviews, and it's time to chat to tonight's winner, who's making a bit of a habit about this one. Zach Kerr. Doesn't matter if they're easy, doesn't matter if you go the whole race and feel like you got control. Even when you get a green, white checker, still able to polish it off here tonight, mate. A couple drivers throwing 2-tire strategies at you, but that didn't seem to rattle your cage nonetheless.
Definitely didn't. It was way more stressful than it needed to be, but still managed to fight them off and pull through with the win.
Mate, happy to fight away with Wayne Burke for the bulk of the race there. You just had 5 seconds to the rest of the field. Burke has just all of a sudden come leaps and bounds and started to get quicker, started to get closer. I'm starting to feel that you're just getting look, there's definitely a lot of skill in it, but I feel like a touch lucky here tonight. I feel if that went green, you're a little bit worried about Wayne Burke.
Yeah, definitely with the tire offset, I knew I was at a disadvantage straight away, especially with him being behind me, being able to use less fuel and then be able to create that tire offset. It just benefited him the whole race.
Mate, in terms of things, 5 wins now on the championship. We head into the backside. It's all but confirmed you're going to be either first or, well, you can only be first or second heading into the postseason and the playoffs. You're still obviously out here for wins. Every little advantage you can take into those playoffs. That's the big thing as we head to the big tracks to finish the regular season.
Yeah, no doubt. Danson and I are obviously still going to be fighting for our wins as we were tonight as well. So it'll be good to see how the rest of the season plays out between us. And
finally, who would you like to give a thank you and shout out to as the number 12 gets into the victory lane for the 5th time this season?
Massive thanks to the Next Esports guys, P1 Docs for sponsoring the car, Cosman from Splash and Go for the paint, and you guys for the broadcast.
Righto, ladies and gentlemen, tonight's race winner and championship leader, Zach Kerr, and the number 12. We'll take one step further down the podium. Nigel Seedle will be chatting to tonight's second place finisher in Matt Danson.
I might have to let you do that one, Scotty, because I've just got a bit on here at the moment, if that's okay.
No worries. Matt Danson, look, the caution's falling all your way. Didn't have the long run pace here tonight. Big, wide racetracks, and you're the kind of meathead that says you're no good with the setup stuff. You just let the other people worry about that. Was it a bit too much meathead on the gut throttle pedal tonight, mate?
Yeah, I mean, that is definitely a good assessment of the usual play. I kind of felt like it sort of felt the opposite, though, as far as long run versus short run. In the first one before the first stops, I was gaining on those guys ahead, and obviously, Zach and Wayne were having a ding dong battle, which certainly helped. But sort of slowly but surely coming through, I also was heavily underprepared. So, that's on the driver for this one. I just was not, for a large part of that first run, was not really there. But then, started to get the hang of it, and then after that first stop, there was a bit of a tale of, in some ways, what you did with your strat thereafter. So if you short fueled and made the necessary adjustments, then you were sort of sitting a bit pretty. But then, having said that, I think Berkey ran a bit longer than the others and still had really good speed. So I think he, as Zach said, he definitely had a lot of speed tonight. He'll, unfortunately, looks like he had a bit of damage towards the end, which just that little tiny bit of damage on the rear will do you in. But I felt like the long run pace was not too bad, but it was just circumstantial. And then I thought, you know what, let's have a bit of a swing for the bleachers with hoping for a caution that didn't really look like it was going to come, but why not? And then I was just doing qualifying laps after that last green flag stop, and I mean, it would have been interesting actually where I got to. I wouldn't have got to the top 2, but I reckon I for sure could have got to third. But nevertheless, then we had everything resets, and we put it all on the line, and that was a lot of fun, because by that stage I'd kind of somewhat learned how to go fast. Before that, I had no short run speed, and found myself sort of behind Zach, probably too far to do anything had that other caution not come out. But then on the final restart, just it's probably my old age catching up with me. on that one. I'm never good on the outside anyway, but just was asleep. And then obviously Ethan pounced as he should do, and then we probably just a bit of rookie, sort of just lacking the experience. Probably in this scenario, you want to be right on the white line on the restart, and then going back to the second sort of or the first seam, I should say, thereafter. But that's okay. That kind of just killed our momentum. But awesome run from Zach, well deserved. Not quite as close as last week, but good on him. Shout out Ethan as well, another podium. It seems like it's always the three of us that are there or thereabouts at the moment, but I'm sure that will change as it sort of gets more down to the business end of the season.
Well, congratulations on the race result here tonight, Matt. And who would you like to give a thank you and a shout out to for the result?
Eldest Engineering, of course, VRS, Racetech Gaming, everyone in the league and behind the scenes that puts it on and makes it all happen. Obviously, you guys in the booth. I loved your call last time out at where was that? Charlotte. You were just iconic, Scotty. But so that was awesome to listen to, even though I lost. But just everyone involved in setting it all up. Thank you.
Congratulations on the finish here tonight, Matt. We'll finish out of P2. The number 30, Altus Engineering entry. Final interview of the night. Nigel Seidel. There's Ethan Winter on standby.
Well, congratulations, Ethan. Third place again tonight. Haven't quite got through to the wind with this side of it yet, but you're getting closer and closer every week. That form from the X Series you are bringing in.
Yeah, I wish I, had some similar speed to qualifying. Seems to be the tell. I can, get playoff points in qualifying, kind of make up for my poor start to the season. And then in the race, the first stint, was okay. The draft is, somewhat of a big deal around here, just staying with someone. And I found that 3/4 line at the end of that first stint and kind of got back to Zach and Wayne. But once I missed my pit box there, I'm playing catch up, overdriving it in that second stint, and really I was just pretty reserved to finishing third, really, until that caution. Lucky his VR went flat, so unfortunately he couldn't find the infield, and that really mixed things up. It's kind of unfortunate for Wayne that the caution came out because who knows, he might have got there, who knows. So good race for me again. I'd like to win, but I'm sure it'll come at some point.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's all about being consistent sometimes, and if you keep getting these top 3s, 4s, 5s, the wins will finally come. Well, congratulations, once again on your third, showing some great pace in this series. Shout out to all of your team sponsors and family friends.
Yeah, obviously thanks to yourself, Scott, Dean as always, Thomas for putting this whole Vortex deal together. Maddington Toyota and Cannyvale Toyota, Graham Electrical and Data, Soul Deep Massage Clinic, KZS Auto Works, Team Condi Sim Performance for the quick sets, Pace Graphics, Style Imagery, and Casey Summons Cinematography.
Yeah, well, congratulations once again, Ethan, on your third place on the podium tonight, and I'm sure that win is not too far away.
Thank you.
And there was our podium for tonight. As we look ahead into the schedule in a fortnight's time, we head to Pocono, which will be in 2 weeks' time. I forget my thing up here for 22nd of June on that Sunday night. It'll be 8 o'clock at the moment. Then we hit to the Chicago Street Course, which there's a lot of road guys in here that we eyeing that one off. And then we head to the Indianapolis, then for the finale at Daytona for the regular season finale. Thanks again, everyone out there, for joining in tonight for another great race in the ANC Championships. I'm Nigel Seidel. Scotty Rankin, he had to shoot off to his in the 24 hours that he had to go. And I hope everyone enjoyed the race, and congratulations once again to Zach Kerr for finishing in first place tonight, going back to back. And we look forward to seeing you next time here on the Australian NASCAR E-Series channel. Good night.